Crash and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I would like to discuss The City of the Dead Girls. This is Alec Empire's record from another Alec Empire record from a ways back, and this is definitely one of the most like hyper creative records he's ever released. And I like how elements sort of sound like this could have been made back in the 20s. Huge chunk of the tracks sort of have like a theremin vibe to them. Now it isn't, of course, a theremin, and it's not just, and even if it ended up being a theremin, it's not alone or anything. This is, it's mixed in with a bunch of other elements, and this record has a very big, like, found sound quality to it, and this would fit in perfectly with a horror movie from the 20s, right up until I found elements of this really reminded me of Gummo, Harmony Korine's first movie, and how aspects of this would fit in because the music cuts and sort of jabs and it tweaks in and out in an unglitchy sort of more gentle, like as if a film reel is skipping dialogue. You know how that doesn't seem to hurt your ears as much as some of the shit Alec Empire is known for releasing? This sounds more like it's the score from a movie where there's parts missing and it's constantly like chopping in and out all over the place. And now my personal favorite on here is track 5, and that's I've Killed the Fictions. And I think for me that's like the catchiest song on here. And that's also the track on here that totally reminds me of the Smile Guide. If you don't know what the Smile Guide is, it's I think it's an ARG, or I think it's supposed to be an ARG at least. Just since you're already on YouTube, just look up the Smile Guide and what the adventures that Agatha gets up to. It's the music released by the creator of the Smile Guide sort of mimics this without copying it in any way. Like the individual responsible for the Smile Guide is an incredibly smart and talented individual who has even released the soundtrack for it. And these two are sort of, in their own way, they complement each other without maybe knowing they exist. Now, the person responsible for creating the Smile Guide may very well know who Alec Empire is, but they may just as easily not. So I think it's relevant to sort of talk about both of them at the same time, because this could fit in there, and the soundtrack release for the Smile Guide could fit in anywhere on here, while both maintaining their own sense of self. Like they have their own identity and they have their own purpose. And these records are great in equally and separately. So that's what I always thought of when I think of track 5, I've Killed the Fictions, the Smile Guide, and that makes me like it even more. I like how in and out this record seems, like it could be played on like an ocean liner that's slowly sinking into the middle of the Pacific in 1936. I like that vibe that I get from it too. And I like how wonky everything feels. It sort of balloons and sucks and pulls, and it's just sort of like, you know, this is a weird record, that's for sure. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I've said enough about it. This is pushing 4 minutes, for better or for worse. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes while I discussed Alec Empire's The City of the Dead Girls, if memory serves. If I got that wrong, I'm sure if I remember to, I'll mention it to the text and it will correct me. But yeah, so I'm going to go. So thank you so much. And like always, if you liked this or you didn't like this, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. You guys are amazing. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button, because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.